Good morning, guys. Hello. Oh my goodness. We are almost completed our live stream. So anyway, we have been doing 30 days of live streams. They are what I call the business gems, pretty much the way that I built my business from the ground up. A lot of people often say to me, "Are you just a business coach?" And I say, that is a great question. I just talked about this the other day. No, I have had a thriving health coaching practice. I did not just try out health coaching for a year and then say, "Oh shit, this ain't working," and then turn into a business coach. Or I didn't try it out for 2 years and then go, "This is a little hard," or can't figure it out, and then try and be a business coach. I have done everything. I was just talking to one of the copywriters that I work with, and I was saying that I have partnered with chiropractors, acupuncturists, doctors. I've worked with gyms, moms groups. I have done online and offline. I have built a practice that was sustainable through every holiday, through every crash and burn of the stock market, through every housing crash, like you name it. My practice was still growing. I worked with people worldwide, not just in this country. And, I think that's a really important thing for you guys who are watching today and joining to understand that when you either buy a done for you program from me, you're buying it from somebody who has coached. And that is really important because I know how people absorb information. Now, yes, you might have clients who go like this, "Eek! Oh my God, one simple change. This person is telling me to do a vision board." Or this person is telling me to, "Eek! Oh, sorry guys, we had a phone call coming in. Can't have that in a live stream. But that is also human psychology of clients. We can't cookie cutter anything. Nobody is just going to be alike. But so when I write these programs, I write them always in the thought of your clients or the hundreds of people that I have worked with. Clearly, the babies that I worked with could not read, but the parents, the grandparents, all ages, all different, stuff that people came to me for. So anyway, that is why when you work with me either in a paid forum or you buy a program or you sign up for a school, I'm really guiding you not just by saying, "Oh yeah, let's craft your work with me page." I'm guiding you not just through what worked for me, but what is working in these changing times. So just remember that, things change constantly. Things change, and that is also what sustainable businesses are about. You have to change with the times, and that is also why we are talking about a sales funnel. Bear with me. I had a killer workout this morning, so I'm a little sweaty. Okay, so there are many different types of sales funnels. Don't just get caught in this one box thinking. It's just like even launching. People think launching is just an online gig. It is not, guys. I say this over and over. Launching is even just an opt-in freebie. Launching is your website. Launching is anything you do. If you don't know how to launch, say bye-bye to owning a business. So that is why launching is a craft. Crafting your message, crafting how you communicate even online, so that people do want to hire you, or even launching an event which is even offline. All of these things are really, really important for you guys to understand, as well as your sales funnel. So one example of a sales funnel is that somebody comes and they get your opt-in freebie. They move into maybe your low program, which is, let's say a $67 program, and then you're moving them into your one-on-one. That could be one type of sales funnel. Another type of sales funnel is where you have either one opt-in freebie or multiple opt-in freebies, so that you're really testing your market. I always say this, testing, especially in pre-launch, guys. This is something in the launch school that we're working on now, which will be available, is that I talk about in week 1, hint, I'm gonna just give you a little tidbit. I talk about the fact that you need to be testing in your emails, and I give you strategies on how to do that, so that it's not that you're supplying them with so many calls to action, is that you're seeing what are people clicking on, so that you have tracking abilities, so that you're not doing what? Spending all this time trying to come up with a fancy name. I've made this mistake, and then nobody signs up because it wasn't the right message, because you hadn't figured out what people want. And sometimes people don't want to just answer a survey. So what do? You give them other ways to engage with you. So then you can bring them, to maybe your like very low end lead magnet. And this is what we're going to talk about in the webinar on the 17th. So maybe that's like $17. Why do I say $17, guys? This is a very Ryan Dice model, which if you signed up for the webinar, you saw the different handouts you got. This model says, okay, in the psychology of people, somebody wouldn't think twice about spending $17. They would say, okay, $17 to go and get support for, a week from this person and a really cool handout or a 2-week challenge, no problem. Then what are you doing in that challenge? You're over delivering, you're showing, you're giving them great content, you're warming up, you're creating a relationship, and then you're leading them to your next either higher price product or your work with me. Your work with me may have different levels. You might then have another level of that, which is either a VIP day. You might be doing group coaching. So each of you is going to have a different sales funnel in a different way that is working for you, so that people can come in at different points based on their personalities. I always say you have the groupies. These are the people who just love groups. They love community, they love memberships, they love group coaching. They might want to pay, let's get Susie out, named after one of my best friends in Philly. They might love, this 30 a month kind of style program, where they know they're gonna get like 2 phone calls from you, some support, some handouts, kind of almost like a membership. But they know that they have that, and you're going to be in there. So it's $360 a year for them, $30 a month. If you had 50 people and you kept them consistently, that's $18,000, guys. So I want you to start thinking about not just your programs, but what works for the people that you're serving. It isn't just about saying, oh, I'm crafting this signature program. It's about really sitting there and thinking, what works for me as a coach? What works for my community? What do they want? How am I gonna craft this so people can come in at different places, and really find that program that works not only for them, but for you as a coach. Naomi's saying, do I have a system for tracking multiple opt-ins? So whether you're in MailChimp, Aweber, Infusionsoft, ClickFunnels, any of them, you will have different lists. So your different list will show you what people are going to those different opt-ins. You should always have a different list, because this list is going to allow you to see who is going to what opt-in. So for example, and this is what I talk about in the launch school, and I'll just give you a little key understanding. If I were to want to send out an email and figure out what people wanted, I've never sent out a survey, but I do it in a different way. I could do a PS, here, click here if you're really interested in my favorite recipes that have no sugar, that are great for the holidays. And then I could do a PPS right under that. Plus, click here if you want energy boosting, or I could in the second paragraph put energy boosting drinks in a handout for my B vitamins and my muscles. And then in the PS, I could also do a click to tweet. There are different things I could do in that email, as well as a variety of other things to be testing my market. So yes, you want it segmented so that you can see, where are people clicking? Why are they clicking? And I go in the launch school into a little more detail on how to track, why you want to track, why it's so important to track, and to understand how to also communicate. A lot of people just write funnels. And again, a sales funnel is different from an automation marketing funnel, where that is the follow-up. They'll just write like a typical autoresponder, and then they'll write a follow-up. Well, you really want that to be targeted, and that might be different for each one of those follow-ups based on how they also responded to you. So this isn't just getting something like put in play and then stepping away. This is always seeing what is working, what is not working. What's the example of something from the Done For You program? So it would be an idea for $17. Honestly, Naomi, I mean, you know, if you think about this, look, if you buy a program, let's say basic for $167, right? Or even one of the business builders. I always look at the business builders at like Rockstar different, because those business builders, those images, I mean, it would cost so much money just to get pictures and make the images and a VA team and all that, and designer, copywriter, etc. So I look at those extra ones as something you can use at all times of the year. But if you look at like the program, if you were to say, you know what, I'm going to sell a $17 program that could lead me to, you know, that could lead my clients to my one-on-one, or could lead me to post, you know, strategy sessions, like leading people to everything. It's really any of those shorter programs. So if you took paleo, which is really just a grain-free program, guys. I mean, it's an easy, delicious, yummy program. And maybe you didn't give them everything. You just gave like, you know, the recipes and maybe some yummy, yummy meal, you know, yummy recipes and stuff like that. Then you're really looking at spending, you know, 17, and say you got 50 people. That's 850. So if you look at that, that would have paid, that's 50 people. If you say, hey guys, I've got a program, you know, it's 17 bucks. I am looking for 50 people who want to change their life for $17. I think everyone is overcomplicating launching. Launching is, I think, the hardest part about launching. I mean, there are two parts to it. One is organizing and being strategic and really planning your time and being able to juggle a lot of things happening at once. The second part of it is the messaging part and really getting clear. But the part that often I see that happens is a lot of coaches don't simplify it and just go old school. If you really just said to people, hey, I'm looking for 50 people who want to change their life for 17 bucks. I mean, that's 850. If we do a conversion rate of 0.0, let's say 5, you know, 50 times 0.05. So that would be 2.5 people that you could convert to your one-on-one. Let's say your one-on-one is 500. You just made 1,250. Let's say you convert, you know, half of those people, so let's say 25 to your higher end program, and maybe that is 200. That's 5,000. So, you know, these are the things that I want you to kind of start thinking about, because this is what I am going to be talking about on the webinar, is that we're holding on to these pricing methods that I think aren't working. I'm not saying high-end programs aren't important. They keep, you know, our higher-end programs keep us sustained, but also if you look at how many programs are out there, I've been talking to coaches for this past year as well as for the past 2 years watching, and people who had once charged a very high amount are lowering their programs. It's different maybe for some who are offering high-end programs. And what do you also see? You see about 4 months of webinars, ads, everything. I will guarantee you, I will put $1 million down that they spent $20,000 in ads. Webinars, affiliates, everything to get to that. Plus, they're doing strategy sessions. Plus, they're doing strategy sessions to get all of those people. There's more that goes into it. When you're doing a lower end program, you can stay in that place where, okay, so you do strategy sessions on a Saturday. You open that up, you know, say, hey guys, you know, I'm going to be doing strategy sessions about this program that I'm doing. That's your $200 a month program. So really start thinking about it in your head on where you can make money instead of like, and then if somebody wants to come into your one-on-one, great. That's where spend a shitload of time with those clients, because cultivate that part. For a lot of you, that's really where you thrive. I hope that works, Naomi. So I would either say like weight loss, raw, the cleanse, paleo, 2-week and revitalize, the 2-week weight loss. All of those would be ones that I would consider like $17 ones. I would even say the holiday challenge that just came out, that's like a 4-day, or the 5-day clean eating, like those could be like, hey, join me for $5. Again, this is a very Ryan Dice. This is also a very Ryan Lee. Why do I study these people? Because they're hella smart. And if you look at them and like women who are crushing it, like Kat Lorenzo, Jen Scalia, people, again, who are starting to run membership programs before a lot of people did. It was $99 to join or $1 to join, and then it goes up to $99. Ryan Lee does the same thing. So I want you to change this mentality, because what I see a lot of people doing is I see a lot of coaches who have spent $50,000 at different schools, coaches, everything, they have bought everything known to man, and they're charging an arm and a leg for their one-on-one because that's what they were told to do, and they don't have clients. It just doesn't make sense to me. So let's switch this around. And again, I'm not saying that we shouldn't charge your worth, but we have to, if we're not making money, we have to also figure out a different way of working, right? Okay. Laura saying, because I'm so new and to start generating interest, should I invite my Facebook friends' personal page? No, Laura, I think it's a great opportunity when you are new to say, guys, I'm so excited to launch my business. And in launching my business, I am doing a holiday special. I am going to open the doors for 50 people who want to change their lives. They're going to be in a private, exclusive Facebook forum with me, supporting you for only $30. It's that simple. It's that simple. Put that on your business page. Do a live stream. Yes. Again, I'm going to say this. Get over yourself and do a live stream. It just has to happen. So do a live stream and say, hey guys, this is what's happening. You're in my kitchen. I'm going to be talking about X, Y, and Z. Also going to be talking about the holidays and all this stuff. And I want to cover, this opportunity that you have to work with me. In launching my business, which I'm so excited about, I am hosting the first ever blah, blah, blah. And just keep it simple, Laura. 17. Oh, no, Naomi, I meant that. And, Naomi, also, it can also be, I would do a Gen Fee program just because it would make it easy on you. But, I think that offering people in the sales funnel, and this is what we're talking about, offering people these different points to come in at different price points is so important, because what it does is it allows somebody to go, oh, okay, so I can work with that person for this price, or I can work with this person here. It opens up the doorway. Again, when we see something and we're like, oh my God, that's only $1. We just get really excited, right? So we get really excited and we think, wow, this is only $1. What an opportunity. And then what happens? They fall in love, or it's $17, or it's $5, or it's something, and we're like, yes, I got a deal. But they fall in love with you guys. So it's just, again, it's a different way of approaching. And what you are going to do is you're going to have people that fall in love with you, and you're going to convert them. It's the end of the story. So, Laura, what you can do on your personal is, so this is the thing with your personal. You don't want to make your personal page like one sales page, like link. You can go on your personal with one amazing picture and say, I feel so blessed. Again, this is personal. I feel so blessed. I'm starting my business. If if I'm looking for 50 people who want to change their life. If you want to send me a personal email, or you can send one out to your list. You can also say it on your business page. You could do a live stream. Again, you don't want your personal page to just be this ongoing just line of join me, join me, join me, join me, join me, join me, sign up, sign up, sign up. But that's a little different to say openly, like, I'm really excited, to start my business. And with that being said, this is what I'm going to do. I see a lot of people also share things from their business page and then share them over. So that is what I've been seeing a lot lately as well. So that is what I would do, guys. I would keep it simple. Think about your sales funnel. Think about if you're missing pieces in what we just talked about. And tag under if you have any comments, and I will try to answer them. So have a great day, guys. Enjoy, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye, guys.